This is the problem that a lot of the athletes, you getting this, right?
Yep.
A lot of athletes have with like letting people in. You know what I'm saying? Or something so minor and playful, like it's candy. Like if you could you really think, could I get to this level by eating like a plate of candy like a day? You know what I'm saying? Or like,
right.
You feel me?
Right.
And this is the problem. So now that's why when you have the high profile athlete that's great at what he does, but he gives the worst interviews because he don't want to let his guard down. So you could like be attacked.
Okay, real quick, you tell me. I'm gonna give you a name of a person. You tell me what candy they have. Okay. Dwight Howard.
Powerball.
Ray for Alston.
Twizzler.
Rashard Lewis.
Gumdrop.
What about Hito?
Gumdrop.
Luke Walton.
Sour Patch.
How often do you brush your teeth?
Me, after every meal, at least 4 or 5 times a day. You know, I'm a fan of the good smelling breath as well. You know what I'm saying? Never had any complaints about that. So as much as possible. What's up, fans? Thank you for joining me on LamarOdom.com. It's been a long year. Finally, we're back where we wanted to be. Back in the finals. I think right now we're 2 days away. We can chat it up on Twitter.com, Real Lamar Odom, and hang out a little bit. Tell me what you're doing. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Well, I think because, you know, it's your first time getting there, the road seems a little longer, and, you know, injury, the season just seems so long. You know, injury seemed to take its toll, but I mean, last year my tendonitis was a lot worse. I think I played at a little lighter weight. I even moved up a shoe size. I think that helped.
This year, you said this year?
Yeah, I moved up a shoe size. I lost a little weight. Played maybe like 7, 8 pounds lighter. I think that just helped on my knees in the long run. The marathon scheme of things. Expectancy, it's a little different too. You know how to win ball games. Season seems shorter when you win 60 games. You know, it just went by so quick. I mean, it's what we expected. Well, there's going to be some great matchups this year. I mean, in the finals this year with, of course, we got Pal and Andrew trying to team up on Dwight Howard, who's playing awesome. We got my friend who's from Queens, Ray for Alston, the point guard for Orlando Magic, Derek Fisher, John Farmer, and Shannon Brown are looking to neutralize him. Of course, Hito Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis are playing at a high level, and me, Luke, Pal, Trevor, we've just been watching film on them, trying to get their games down pat. And you know, Peaches did a really good job for Orlando as well, and Kobe is looking forward to that matchup with him and Lee. So it's going to be fun. The styles of the coaches are very different. Stan is, you know, real animated, go get them. Phil is really laid back, takes his time, and you know, we're really looking forward, you know, to some great games. I think the games are going to be a lot more defensive than what people think. You can't progress unless you struggle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to play well and sometimes you're not. You know, it's that simple. That's why people love sports. You win and you lose. Sometimes you play great and your team loses, and, you know, of course that doesn't matter, right? Your team lost. I mean, it just happens like that. You know, that's the way the playoffs work. That's the way the season works. Alex Rodriguez, Derek Jeter, they go into slumps. And like, it happens, and then you can hit yourself. You can hit your way out of a slump. You know what I mean? If I slide for, you know, for 2 or 3 games, I don't think it's over. You know what I mean? But again, I let fans be fans, and of course, media be media, and you know, Lamar's gonna continue to keep being Lamar. And you know, a bad game, 1 or 2. I expect on the 4th game that I'm gonna come out of it and play a lot better. That's the way of the world. That's the way of the season. That's the way it goes. Especially I'm not a guy that, has the ball in my hand every possession. I don't take 20 shots a game. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, when you're taking 8 shots a game, if you miss 5, that's a bad game. You know what I mean? There's some games you're gonna miss 5, and then you're gonna have 2 fouls in the first quarter. You know what I mean? That's the way it works. That's how it happens when you're on a great team as well. Well, wow. I mean, he was a high school legend, a Park phenom, one of the first people I can really think, at my age, from Queens, to like run Rucker Park. Queens is not really known or didn't really get props in the Rucker. I didn't really think until Rafa kind of came up there and he held Rucker down. He ran a show up there for about 4 or 5 summers in a row, and that's where he got his the look from Tarkanian to go to Fresno State or whatsoever. But he's always been a legend in the playground in Queens. He played at Cardoza. And he's so natural with the basketball, whether it's left or right, behind his back, around his back, through his legs. There's nothing that he's been a wizard with the basketball since he was about 12 years old, 13 years old. He's a cool dude, stereotypical Queens dude, love rap music, love Jamaica Avenue, Coliseum Mall. Stereotypical Queens, New York dude. I've been doing this for so long, playing basketball since I was 8 years old. All different kind of levels, CYO, #1 high school team in the nation, been #1 player in the country. Sitting out in Rhode Island, almost going to UNLV. Atlantic 10 championship, getting drafted, and the whole road. I got so many people that are probably pulling for me from back home, from Rhode Island, to high school, to college. You know what I mean? Just I consider myself a basketball player, and to be a basketball player and win an NBA championship and contribute to that is just that's what it's really all about. You know what I mean? I remember, all I remember is little and then watching Michael Jordan hold a trophy and cry. Everybody that plays basketball and that loves basketball, that's what it's all about. Is to get to that level and just indulge in it and love it and embrace that moment.